Happy holidays once again, everybody. It's time once again for the New Year preview as I look ahead to some of the things coming out in both film and TV in 2026. 25 films, 25 TV shows, plus a few added extras. I'll start with TV. Coming to Netflix on January 8th is mystery thriller series His and Hers, based on Alice Feeney's novel. The miniseries stars Dear White People and Selma actress Tessa Thompson and the Punisher himself, John Boverill. I'm never sure how you say his bloody name. Thompson plays a journalist who investigates a murder in her hometown who clashes with a suspicious detective. The tagline is two sides, one kill a secret. The chemistry between the leads may play a big part in this working or not.
I used to think that when bad things happen that it was just random chaos. That bad things happen because you bring them on yourself. They found a body. Let me take it as a field reporter.
It could be nothing.
I think we both know it's not nothing.
And I don't want the world to know.
Woman's died. But right now, we can't give you any more than that. That's all we got. Thank you.
Suspect!
Detective Harper! Is it true you knew her?
Jeez, what was with that reporter?
It's my wife.
So, you got any suspects?
Stop.
Persons of interest?
Hey, Anna, how you doing? You doing good?
Yeah, good, Jack.
Good, good. It's really great to see you.
Killer usually knows their victim.
You stabbed 40 times? That's premeditated. It's personal.
One of us might know who the killer is. The killer could be in this very room.
I didn't hurt her, Anna. Do you know who did it?
I didn't do it, if that's what you're asking. There are two sides to every story. Ours and theirs.
I could do something like that. You really think it?
And mine. Which means someone is always lying.
Put no headstone on the grave.
One of the big TV comebacks of the year is The Night Manager for a second season. So nearly a decade after the original thrilling miniseries based on John le Carre's novel, Tom Hiddleston's Jonathan Pine returns for a brand new case, assisted by another original series member, Olivia Colman, who since has won an Oscar, and new additions, India Fermira, Camilla Monroe, and Diego Cavell. Will season 2 be able to give us a villain to match Hugh Laurie's cerebral madman from the original? That remains to be seen. BBC viewers get the new series first, for a change, New Year's Day, with all 6 episodes streaming on iPlayer, or if you prefer the old school way, you can watch them weekly on BBC. The show streams internationally on Amazon Prime the 11th of January, and expect this to be covered on the channel.
There'll be no record of deaths. Richard Roper will remain a missing person. And you, Jonathan Pine, will be no more.
I spent years creating you anew. It's time you get back in the field.
That's him. Teddy Dos Santos.
Teddy is smuggling arms into Colombia.
Calls himself Richard Roper's true disciple.
And I think British intelligence is helping him.
That's your chance to be a snake in their garden.
Welcome to Colombia.
You want to talk first, or shall I?
Why don't you?
You have a choice to make, Roxana.
I get you what you want.
I was never here.
Roxy tells me that you're looking for investment opportunities. You ask no questions of me, and I ask no questions of you. Everything's trust.
You know the real problem with human beings? We're genetically dishonest. You lied to me.
I had no choice. I saw a chance to nail the London investors, the politicians, the whole rotten bunch.
He's watching this.
I have a bad record with people I get close to.
Where's Jonathan Pine?
Who are you?
You have no idea who I really am.
With the future of Star Trek in transition and about to change hands creatively, on January the 15th, producer Alex Kurtzman, everyone's favourite producer, and Paramount Plus bring us the first 2 episodes of Starfleet Academy, a new series starring character actors Paul Giamatti and Holly Hunter, plus Trek favourites Robert Picardo and Mary Wiseman. She is a favourite, shut up. Alongside a bunch of fresh faces, including wrestler Becky Lynch. Very random. As the series follows a new class of Starfleet cadets in over a century as they come of age and train. Fans are mostly sceptical of this new series. Here's an exclusive clip.
Starfleet Academy. We're all the first Academy class to return to our campus in San Francisco after more than 120 years. Some of you are here for your families, some for yourselves. Together, you are the best and the brightest from across the galaxy. A tapestry that is Starfleet. You will learn the skills that shaped our greatest officers.
Honor! Service!
Like them, we'll ask you to give more of yourselves than you knew you had. To dream without limitations. Whatever challenges came before today led you to this moment. Our Fleet Academy.
And also coming in later 2026, the 4th season of the best modern Trek show, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And guess what? They've already bloody wrapped the 5th and final season, so I'm guessing we might be getting that in 2027 as well. Anyway, I will be covering both these Trek shows during the year.
Keep us at arm's length, Erica.
Aye, sir. Very long arms.
I wish we could get closer, though. It's absolutely stunning.
I understand the feeling. To actually see something like this.
Digital data is more relevant.
Sensors are active. Data is cogent.
If you had to give up seeing this kind of thing all the time, would you miss it?
Every day. It's a mayday, sir. A ship is stuck inside the storm? That's what the signal's saying.
Take us closer, Erica, but keep your foot on the brakes.
Understood, Captain.
Deeper scans suggest signal origin is a buoy inside of the storm.
A buoy? It's a Starship distress buoy, but I can't get a lock on the signal.
Any sign of the source of the buoy? Any ships?
Scanning, Captain.
Uh-oh.
The storm is undergoing exponential expansion.
You think?
Reverse course, Erica, fast.
Already on it.
We have life support. Unfortunately, that is the extent of the good news.
No weapons functionality, 0.
Long-range comms are down.
Transporters are offline. Not sure when they'll be fixed or if.
We have only the barest amount of impulse power for now.
Warp? Out the question. Look, our problem is we lost all our iridium. Without it, we can't ignite the warp engines. We're basically stuck here.
And do we know where here is?
All we've been able to determine is the stellar storm somehow pulled the ship into a warp field. The stars aren't lining up to give us a location, but we think it's just the main computer coming back online.
By 5. We might have to land pretty far from the signal. There aren't any closer options.
Hit it.
You heard me say hit it, right? Spock? Anyone? Did you go to season 4 without me?
And who doesn't want more from the Game of Thrones universe? Well, anyone who says no might suffer a similar fate to Pedro Pascal's career post The Last of Us. On January the 28th, HBO give us the latest prequel spin-off, A Knight of Seven Kingdoms, following the adventures of Sir Duncan the Tall, terrible name, a large honourable low-born hedge knight, and small squire Egg, a century before Game of Thrones, as they journey through Westeros, encountering tournaments, political intrigue, prophecies, and dangers while Egg hides his royal heritage. Sounds like a load of rubbish to me. I won't be watching, but here's a little preview.
Do you know every knight in the Seven Kingdoms then?
The good ones. If you could bring me to Ashford, I could squire for you, sir.
Rob me, and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
You don't have dogs!
I'll get some.
Where?
Oh!
Why do you treat these royal lapdogs like they're your betters?
They are my betters.
These men have a name. Trading. What chance do I have? I have no chance.
Falling star brings luck to those who see it.
So the luck is ours alone?
Speaking of Game of Thrones spin-offs, the well-received House of the Dragon, starring Millie Alcock, Matt Smith and Olivia Cook, gets a third season from HBO sometime in 2026. February 8th sees Peacock attempt a modern take on Joe Dante's cult film The Burbs from 1989. The cast of this black comedy includes Nope's Keke Palmer, comedian Jack Whitehall, and What We Do in the Shadows' Mark Rotz. Seth MacFarlane and Brian Grazer are producers. Will there be any hint of UFOs in the suburbs as the old secrets resurface between a newly married couple? By the way, the 80s film is very good and underrated, I think.
20 years?
You don't think that's weird?
They had a daughter who
Died.
In the house? So are we gonna go in?
Do white ladies love salad? Hell yeah, we're going in. Which one of us is the murderer? Your face.
56 Days is a new Amazon series streaming the 18th of February, produced by horror fave James Wan, said to have an erotic vibe. Olivia Kennedy and Costa Wise start an intense relationship after meeting in a supermarket, but police fear it has ended in a murder after an unidentified body is found. We've all been there. Based on Catherine Ryan Howard's novel. Also, Prime Video on March the 11th gives us the dream team pairing of Nicole Kidman and Scream Queen legend Jamie Lee Curtis in Scarpetta. Kay Scarpetta is a brilliant and beautiful forensic pathologist employing advanced forensic technology to unravel mysteries and solve crimes. Scarpetta, of Italian descent, navigates her investigative journey across various settings, including Florida, Virginia, and South Carolina. The series co-stars Ariana DeBose and Bobby Cannavale. From the novels by Patricia Cornwell, based on real-life Chief Medical Examiner Marciana Villani. Coming to HBO sometime in March, a new comedy series from Scrubs, Ted Lasso, and Shrinking writer Bill Lawrence. In Rooster, Steve Carell stars as a middle-aged famous author trying to navigate a complicated relationship with his daughter on a college campus. The series also stars Phil Dunstan, Danielle Deadwearer, John McGinley, and Connie Britton. This promises to be a somber cast from a writer who seemingly can only strike gold. By the way, for those interested, there's also a Scrubs reboot coming later this year, and we're finally getting a 4th season of Ted Lasso. Margot's Got Money Troubles could be one of the sleeper hits of the year, a new miniseries from David E. Kelly based on Raffi Thorpe's 2024 novel. Worlds collide in this modern satire. Elle Fanning plays Margot Millett, the daughter of Hooters waitress and former professional wrestler. After an affair with her junior college English professor leaves her pregnant, Margot turns to OnlyFans to support herself. Reconnecting with her estranged father, who shared wisdom gleaned from his wrestling days, Margot achieves remarkable success on OnlyFans. A starry cast also includes Nicole Kidman, Michelle Pfeiffer, Nick Offerman, and Greg Kinnear. Margot's Got Money Troubles comes to Apple TV Plus on April the 15th. Apple also has promising satire Widow's Bay, a 10-episode new series from comedy writer Katie Delapode, best known for The Heat, Parks and Recreation, and 2016's Ghostbusters reboot, yes, the all-female one, and director Hirio Murani, best known for The Bear. This drops on April the 29th. It stars Matthew Rhys as skeptical New England mayor who refuses to bow to superstitions from residents claiming their town is cursed. A solid cast also includes veteran character actor Stephen Root. A very brief teaser with Matthew Rhys and lots of lights flicking on and off. Also expected sometime in April is the long-awaited sequel to The Handmaid's Tale, The Testaments, once again based on Margaret Atwood's novel, which received mixed reviews from fans. From the same makers of the original Handmaid's Tale series, the story is set 5 years after the season finale of that show and is said to focus on the Aunt Lydia character, plus a number of surviving handmaids. As great as it was at times, the original series did drag on a bit. Let's hope there's enough of a fresh focus for this new series coming to Hulu in April. April really is a packed month for TV, so now we have 2 premium shows returning which are very divisive for different reasons. So first of all, MGM brings From back for season 4, the very strange, wacky mystery box, which is kind of a cross between The Twilight Zone and Lost and maybe one or two other things. It hits you very hard with the religious theme, But this new season, they're promising a new chapter of the show, and also the darkest chapter so far, which is kind of saying something because there has been some dark, messed up stuff going on so far in the show. Seem to have hit the mainstream at least. I'm undecided whether I love it or whether I think it's a little bit goofy, and I kind of enjoy it for that. But Harold Pinio is so compelling to watch in the lead, so it's got that going for itself. I think I see it as I quite enjoy it, but it sort of falls short of like the greatness of other shows that it's kind of referencing what happens with From season 4 coming this April to MGM and also Amazon Prime, I think, if you're in Europe. And after a gap of just about 4 years, so even longer than it took between Stranger Things season 4 and 5, Sam Levinson's controversial Euphoria finally returns for a third and final season at HBO. It's the show, of course, that made stars of Sedana, Sydney Sweeney, Jacob Elordi, and many others. US version of Skins, if you're in the UK, but a little bit more stylized, a little bit more edgy. And I did the first season on the channel, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. Like, I thought it was very solid, quite well done. You had some good performances, particularly from Sedana. That really marked her out as a star. And I did season 2, or I did a little bit of it, and I saw most of it, and it did feel like it was disappearing up its own arse a little bit in season 2, so I wasn't as hot on season 2. Season 2 felt like it was being a bit too edgy just for the sake of it, so it lost some of the substance. But I know it's got a strong fan base. I know there's people who did enjoy season 2 just as much as season 1. So this is highly anticipated, and it will be very interesting to see how they go out in this show. Sedana getting 1 million per episode or something like that, and Sydney Sweeney getting at least close to that, so that's pretty good going for the two of them. But Euphoria season 3, it finally bells out. Let me know in the comments, are you a Euphoria fan? Do you find it irritating? Do you think it's genius? Are you looking forward to season 3? Euphoria season 3 finally returns to HBO in April, and here's a little preview.
There's no turning back. A few years after high school, I don't know if life was exactly what I wished.
You walk up into my house, and you don't even introduce yourself.
Also coming in early 2026. Okay, I know we've been here before with the DCU, but this one legit could be quite good. Writers Damon Lindelof, Lost and Watchmen, and everyone's favourite comic book writer Tom King bring us Lanterns, where Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre play Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart in this new version of the popular Green Lantern story. It's said to mix crime noir with the superhero genre, True Detective said to be an influence. Kelly MacDonald and Nathan Fillion make up an impressive cast. It coming from HBO should add some depth to the production too. I might just check this one out.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Huh? Zappuccino.
I've trained my entire life for this.
You're not ready to get up front of the class until Maureen says you are.
Do we need a Legally Blonde prequel series? Probably not, but this summer Amazon Prime will try and rework the magic in Elle, as newcomer Lexi Mindtree plays a teenage version of the ditzy but ambitious Elle Woods as we follow Elle's pre-law high school years. The original Elle, played by Reese Witherspoon, is producing the series. The cast include other fresh faces, plus Chandler Kinney of Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin, And randomly, Tom Everett Scott, lead of American Werewolf in Paris. Yes, the shit sequel. What the fuck? Who resurrected his career? File this under I'll check out the pilot out of curiosity. Coming late 2026, two very different Marvel TV shows. Disney Plus give us Vision Quest, the third part of the trilogy of miniseries that started with WandaVision, the show which launched Disney Plus. Talented character actor Paul Bettany reprises his role as Vision, with supporting players including James Spader, Todd Stashwick, Schitt's Creek's Emily Hampshire, I do like her, and James Darcy. For something a bit moodier, MGM Plus give us Spider Noir, based on the graphic novel and with a fine cast of veterans including Nicolas Cage, Brendan Gleeson and Jack Huston. From the Lord and Miller production team, Spider Noir follows an aging down on his luck private investigator who grapples with his past life as he's the only superhero in 1930s New York City. This one could go either way. I hope they don't hit us too heavy with the cliches, but Nicolas Cage in that lead role could be a lot of fun. Also expected in late 2026.
In every generation there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
Well, it's a new generation, so I guess it's time for a new Slayer. Thanks to Buffy Rock for this awesome intro video, this compilation. I'll link her channel in the description because you really should check out her stuff on that channel. Oscar-nominated director Chloe Zhao's Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot. So Buffy the Vampire Slayer, New Sunnydale arrives sometime late 2026 at Hulu. They could do with working on that title. But finally, the false storms are over. We thought we were getting a Buffy reboot a few years back. That didn't quite pan out, but it is finally happening. And of course, fans of the original will be both eagerly anticipating it, but also very nervous about how it's actually gonna play out, because so many modern reboots have been disappointments. But it definitely feels like time enough has passed to give it another go and a fresh coat of paint, while hopefully still capturing some of what made Buffy charming all those years ago. So the original Slayer herself, Sarah Michelle Gellar, the only Slayer really for me, is returning, at least for a passing of the torch cameo. No further former cast members are slated to appear just yet. That could change. Ryan Kira Armstrong steps into Gellar's lofty boots as the new Slayer in town. Severance's Sarah Bock also stars. Buckle in. The nerves for this one could be high. It could almost be Stranger Things level nerves. But let's face it, we're all going to check it out, aren't we? And Chloe Zhao is a Buffy fan, at least. So that is expected to land on Hulu late 2026, and needless to say, I will cover it on this channel. Also coming sometime in 2026, try not to laugh too hard at the title of this one. Anna Pigeon, adapted from the novels by Nevada Barr. Yes, Anna Pigeon, you heard me right. USA Network have ordered the series from Cineflix and December Films. Tracy Spiridakos plays the title character, a former city slicker who becomes a park ranger. Of course she does, after a devastating loss changed the trajectory of her life forever. Anna tries solving crimes that have taken place within the national park grounds, no matter who or what gets in her way. Battlestar's Tracy Huffler also appears in what could be a guilty pleasure or a complete turkey. well, whatever floats your boat.
Out here, you can leave your past behind.
Don't die, or I will kill you.
So that's Anna Pigeon.
You've worked at 5 parks in the last 3 years.
I like new places. But nature can hide dark secrets. It's my job to unearth them. My name is Anna Pigeon.
USA's new series, Anna Pigeon, coming in 2026.
I'm having a bad week. It's Monday.
The last few years has seen The Last of Us, Fallout, and now the more retro, pulpy, side-scrolling beat-them-up arcade video games, which originally came from Sega in 1989, Golden Axe is getting a series. The original games take place in a medieval fantasy world where several heroes have the task of recovering the legendary Golden Axe. The original game had a number of sequels and spin-offs and now has a TV adaptation on the way from Comedy Central of all places, starring The Beast in Me's Matthew Rhys and Community's Danny Pudi. For something a bit more British, dark and twisty-turny, you could try Hugo Black's new series, California Avenue, out later this year on the BBC. Black's previous shows, The Shadow Line and The Honourable Woman, both had cult followers, although I think Shadow Line was a bit up its own arse and I actually prefer An Honourable Woman personally. California Avenue is about a woman on the run who takes refuge in a caravan park with her 11-year-old child. Irene Doherty, Bill Nighy, Elena Bonham Carter and Tom Burke star in what could be a dark horse for show of the year. First Day on Earth is Michaela Cole's eagerly anticipated follow-up to her critically acclaimed hit I May Destroy You, which came out a few years ago. Cole is writer, producer and star in a drama about blocked novelist Harani offered a job on a film set in Ghana, the home of her estranged father, and can't resist a roll of the dice. However, nothing about West Africa or father is as she thought. This may well could be another sleeper hit for the BBC in what's shaping up to be a big year for them. And you thought you had figured out who the mysterious caddy in Line of Duty was back in Series 6. Be left a little pissed off if you're some people? Well, think again.
For old time's sake. Apparently Cole likes to wear golf jumpers, but he's never played the game. Hence, the caddy.
Curator Jed Mercurio has finally decided to stop pissing about with mediocre follow-up series. Yes, sorry ITV viewers, but Trigger Point really isn't that good. And bring us yet another series, Series 7 of Line of Duty, in hope of fixing some of the controversy over the show's original ending. It is blockbuster TV, no doubt, maybe one of the greatest shows of recent times on the BBC. Let's just hope they don't regret bringing it back one last time. And yes, after the reaction on my channel a few years ago for Series 6, I should be covering Series 7. Speaking of potential blockbuster TV, as if the return of Netflix mainstay Bridgerton and BBC's The Other Bennett Sister weren't enough to make period drama fans swoon into their smelling salts, here comes Dolly Alderton's Pride and Prejudice. Will it even be able to touch the 2005 movie starring Keira Knightley? Let alone be mentioned in the same breath as the beloved 1995 miniseries which made Colin Firth the definitive Mr. Darcy for a whole generation. It will now be Jack Lowden emerging from that lake, shirt-sodden and bellowing. New Pride and Prejudice coming to Netflix 2026 in the hope then the streaming service can replace the likes of Stranger Things and The Crown with a new hit. HBO Max is rolling out a second season of one of the surprise hits of last year, with season 2 of The Pittsburgh Hospital following a 15-hour day of a group of staff there, and it stars Noah Wyle of ER fame, so he has some pedigree. And by the way, season 1 is finally coming to the UK around about the same time as season 2 hits. This should be exciting for fans of that show, and it may even make me care about medical dramas. Here's a look.
And so it begins.
Welcome back. Took some time. Plus, who else is going to get this place through the 4th of July?
Your replacement came in early. She's just covering while I go on my little sabbatical.
I have ideas for improving the department.
Okay, well... Let me out! Want to tell me some more about your ideas?
Good morning.
Dr. Langdon!
I would like you to go help Donnie out in triage.
Triage?
We can cover for you. We've been doing it for months. Right.
How's it going over here?
Better now.
Man, it has been a while. I need to get laid. It's a little much before 8 a.m., right? Or ever.
Is this your last shift?
For a while, yeah.
Maybe he's trying to outrun some old ghosts.
It's going to be a lot of time to self-reflect. Sure you can handle that?
Is this a drill?
Westbridge Hospital has shut down all the computer systems.
Are we next?
We're about to go analog. You're a very empathetic soul. But this is the ED. It's not for the faint of heart.
What do you need to get some basic empathy back? George! Clear! We all need help from time to time. Even an occasional miracle. The most important thing? I could use a second set of hands! Because I will never stop offering.
I tell myself that every day.
And a few other shows that will be coming out this year. Man of the Moment, Jack Thorne has penned his first ever romantic drama. He did Adolescence last year. This is Fallen, which is coming to Channel 4, and it stars Keely Hawes, love her, and Papa Estadu, a nun and a Catholic priest who encounter all sorts of emotional turmoil when they fall in love. Expect fireworks, coming to Channel 4. To celebrate his 100th birthday, National Treasure David Attenborough returns to the BBC for the third and probably final part of Planet Earth. Also getting a 4th and final season at Showtime. There's finally signs that they're going to get out of the wilderness. Yes, Yellow Jackets gets one more run. They were originally hoping for 5 seasons. That was cut a little bit short. But the ending of season 4, which I thought was very strong, indicated then the writers were preparing to wrap things up, trying to connect the 2 timelines. I will be covering this as always. Oh, and since they answered the Pit Girl mystery last year and Ant the Queen, maybe this time we'll find out who burnt down the bloody cabins. Yellow Jackets season 4 coming late 2026. And coming to Netflix next year, the first of what is likely to be multiple Stranger Things spin-offs. with a Stranger Things animated series, Stranger Things Tales from 85. And I know there's also a Nancy Wheeler spin-off in the works as well. Nothing will ever touch the original show. I can't really see any of the spin-offs coming close, but as a fan of the series, I'm going to watch, of course. And this feels like it will be aimed at a slightly younger group of people, but it could well be fun for them. Who doesn't like a good cuddly and animated series? So Stranger Things Tales from 85 coming next year. And that's it for this look ahead to TV. I will return in the next video where I will be talking about some of the films that might be worth seeing over the next 12 months. Like and subscribe as always. You can share me out on social media. You can support me patreon.com/borednow or on a channel membership, and be sure to hype out this video. You can also let me know what TV shows you are looking forward to in the next 12 months, and let me know if I've missed anything else out. But thanks guys, take care, Happy New Year.